Thank you very much.
Ma'am, I'll be operating from here.
Yeah.
Please let me know.
Okay. So, I welcome you all the participants to this training program on the Millet Value Chain. So, as we all know that Odisha Millet Mission has already gained the popularity, or what we can say that we have already received accolades from various organizations in various forums. So the scheme is running successfully, and now it has already been scaled up to all the 30 districts of our state. So there are some of the good practices and some of the good initiatives, or some of the activities which should be replicated, or which should be adopted in other states and other parts of the country. So that is why I'm really very thankful to IIMR and MANAGE for inviting me to this training program. So we can start the training with this PPT presentation. So next slide, please, ma'am. So as there are 9 types of millets which are being grown in India and various parts of the India. So in Odisha also we are growing 9 types of millets. But of course the major crop is ragi, that is finger millet. And the second major crop is little millet, that is called suma. We are calling it suma. And next is foxtail millet. So beyond that, we are also cultivating pearl millet, that is bajra, and sorghum, that is jawar. So apart from that, some areas in some part of our state, barnyard millet and kodo millets are also being grown. Next, please. Next slide, please, ma'am.
Just a second, please.
Next, please. Okay, so this is the background how this Odisha Millet Mission started. During 2016-17, there was one consultation regarding the rainfed area development. So under that consultation, it was decided that in various parts of Odisha where there is less irrigation potential, or in the hilly region of our state where mostly tribals are living. So in that area, how we can grow one crop so that they can effectively utilize whatever irrigation source they have, and accordingly they can get a remunerative price out of the crop whichever they are going to cultivate. So under that consultation, it came up that millets can be grown in that area, so that as they are already used to that crop, and they are also consuming that. So accordingly, we can introduce millets to mostly the tribal areas where it is already being grown, and we can introduce some technologies and some improved agronomic practices so that they can get better yield potential, and also they get some remunerative income out of it. So accordingly, in 2017-18, the program started as a special program for promotion of millets in tribal areas, that is called the Odisha Millets Mission. And accordingly, at that time, 7 districts were included in the program, and 30 blocks of 7 districts were the main implementing unit of that scheme or the program. Next, please. So in that program, it was decided that we can introduce that scheme as a comprehensive scheme where not only the department but also the civil society and academia, they can also be part of the program. So accordingly, they have set some objectives and also some of the practices, or we can say the framework for the implementation of the program. So the major objectives are the promoting household level consumption. The first and foremost objective is to promote household level consumption. As we know, we have introduced various schemes So in all the agricultural schemes, we basically think that we should introduce cultivation practices first, or we can say we can increase the production first, then only we go for the consumption part. But here we approach the farmers in a reverse way, that is the fork to farm approach. Because as we increase the household level consumption, or as we increase the household level demands, then only farmers will go for the production, and accordingly the market demand will increase. So to balance both the situation, that is the market demand and also the production part, we approached as a reverse approach, that is the fork to farm approach. And second thing is the revalorization of millet food culture in urban and rural areas. So revalorization of millet food culture is that, as most of the tribal areas, they are already growing it, so they usually consume it as a traditional way. But how we can reintroduce that traditional food to both urban areas and rural areas? Because as in rural areas they are consuming it, so they know the benefits, but in urban areas they don't have that awareness. And in rural areas also, in some parts where it is grown, they know the use of it and the benefits out of it. But in other areas where it is not grown, then they don't know about the benefits of that millet. So that is why, to reintroduce the millet foods to all the sectors, so it is one of the objective of the scheme to revalorize the food culture of the traditional manner. Then conservation and promotion of millet land races. So as we all know that millets, in millet crop, we don't have various types of high yielding varieties. But in various parts of the countries, the traditional varieties are being grown. In Odisha also, traditional varieties, the indigenous varieties, or we can say the land races, are being grown. And as of now, we have already conserved 163 land races in mostly the Koraput region, Malkangiri region, and the Raigada region, where it was grown in recent, or we can say from past various years. So we tried to what we can say, we tried the farmers to cultivate the indigenous varieties or indigenous land races, and IMR is also supporting us in that program. So whichever varieties or whichever land races are performing well, we can select it, and then we do the nutritional profiling of that concerned land races, and accordingly how we can multiply it, and multi-locational trial we can do, and out of it how we can conserve the best possible varieties or best performing varieties, which can be introduced in the next millet value chain or normal seed chain. So it is one of the important program of the scheme, or we can say the best practices of the scheme. So as of now, we have already released 4 land races as varieties, which performed very well in the field, and also farmers are also demanding for it. Next is the setting of decentralized processing unit. Of course, processing is a very important part for the millets, because as it is a very small sized grain, so how we can process it effectively and what kind of processing units are required for it. So for that, decentralized processing units should be set up, so that after harvesting, whatever post-harvest management or primary processing is required at the field level, that can be done effectively. And of course, the increase in productivity, that is important thing, because as the demand will increase, definitely the production should be there to meet the demand of the consumer or the farmers or the beneficiaries. So for that, definitely various improved agronomic practices should be adopted, and accordingly yield potential should be increased, so that we can get a definitely we can get a whatever surplus we want to get. Then the millet value chain enterprises. So as we all know that market demand, when we increase the market demand, there should be various types of value addition products which needs to be introduced in the market. So for that, how the value addition enterprise can be done here in Odisha. So for that, we collaborated with Mission Shakti department. So that all the WSHG groups, women self-help groups who are not only running their families, but also some of the other activities beyond their family, like production part, the field level thing, or any value addition enterprises they are doing in their local level, small enterprises. So for that, we tried to involve all those SSGs in various types of value addition program, so that for millets, of course, so that they can get at least some of the remunerative income out of it, and also to strengthen and promote them throughout the millet promotion center. And then the promoting FPOs and enabling market linkages. So as we all know, in today's era, we are strengthening FPOs because they are the farmers collective, they are the aggregators at field level. So how those FPOs can be strengthened, or those FPOs can be promoted in such a way that they can do the business, or they can run the market linkage between the farmers and the private players within the local areas itself. So that in our program, we also promote, or we also strengthen FPOs for each block. And last but not the least, that is the inclusion of millets in all the welfare programs like PDS, ICDS, midday meal, or any other social welfare programs where it can be introduced, so that at least the nutritional security part can be that can be addressed. Because as we all know that there are various areas where adolescent girls are there, preschool children are there, where the nutritional security, or we can say that they are not strengthened enough to get those nutrition. So that is why in that welfare programs, how we can introduce it, so that all the required beneficiaries can get the nutritional security. Then as I was talking that we have prepared one framework, so that how it can be introduced effectively, or a successful implementation program can be done through this program. That is, definitely the improved agronomic practices, or the improved package of practices should be adopted. Like in our program, we have kept to grow the millets through a system of millet intensification, or line transplanting, or line sowing, so that whatever further field level requirement is there, that can be done effectively. As we all know that line sowing or line transplanting is very much effective for any crop, so that any type of disease or pest infestation is there, then we can effectively do the pest management, and then the sunlight will be effectively got by the farmer, the plants, and definitely all the improved agronomic practices can be done effectively. So that is one of the important thing here. And apart from that, the quality seeds, how quality seeds to be supplied to the farmers, so that they can get a better yield out of it. And of course, the FPO and WSHG engagement. So in almost every activities beyond the production part, the field level implementation part, all other activities starting from the post-harvest management, value addition enterprises, processing enterprises, in all those activities of WSHG groups are involved, and also FPOs are involved. So that is one of the important framework. And third thing, that is the processing and enterprises value addition unit through FPOs and WSHG groups. Because as we are telling that in almost every areas, we are trying to capture the field level linkages. So they are the field level linkages, so that farmers can get a better access in that local areas, and of course they can get a remunerative price. And massive awareness about the food, different types of recipes and benefits of millets. So for that, massive awareness campaigns are being organized through the programs, festivals, food festivals, rallies in the schools, and various types of local festivals or occasions where there are farmers gathering are there. So in that program also we collaborate with them and accordingly organize food festivals there, tasting events there, and of course the inclusion of millets in various state level welfare programs, so that we can secure the nutrition requirement of the beneficiaries. Next, please. Previous slide, please. Yes. So as I was talking, that we have not only department is doing everything. So here we have a comprehensive architecture, that is the unique architecture we are telling, that beyond the department, there is one research organization, that is Navakrishna Chaudhary Center for Development Studies, who do the evaluation part of the program. And whatever studies are required in the program, they do the study, like whether WSSG groups are running the cafes, millet cafes effectively or not, or whatever requirement is there to support them, or any financial requirement is there. So all these types of studies are being organized by the NCDS in collaboration with various research organizations like OUAT, ICR, any other organization here in Odisha, or apart from Odisha, in other states also. And one state level implementing organization is there, that is the WASAN. So WASAN has its presence in the state and also in all the districts. And in all the districts, they have their manpower, and of course in state level also. So they do the monitoring and field level implementation and coordination for the program in each and every level, not only at state or district level, but also at block level, at village level, GP level. So each and every level, they do the coordination, facilitation, and of course the implementation part. And Department of Agriculture, of course, it is the nodal department. So all the policy related matters are being decided in the department level in collaboration with various other departments of the state, like the Department of Mission Shakti, Department of SCST Development, Department of Food Supply and Consumer Welfare, and SNME Department, that is the School and Mass Education Department, Women and Child Development Department. So in collaboration with various organizations and various departments, the policy level things are being done at the department level. Next, please. So as there is a very diverse network of the program, so at various level, there are various types of committees, various types of officials, various types of implementing partners are there who do the implementation. So at state level, there is a high power committee. So that high power committee decides all the policy related thing, and of course it approves all the proposal, and accordingly it is being included in the guideline itself, and of course in the standard operating procedure of the program. And then the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment, of course the nodal department. Then Directorate of Agriculture and Food Production is there, where implementation part of the program is being held. And then one state program monitoring unit or management unit is there, where the Joint Director of Agriculture is the head, and all the team members are there, including the scheme officer and other officers, and of course the state level agency members are also there. And then the Program and Research Secretariat. So Program Secretariat is anchored by the WASAN, that is the state level agency, and the Research Secretariat is being anchored by the NCDS, that is the research organization. And then district level, collector and district magistrate is the head, and then the chief district agriculture officer is the PD Atma, project director Atma is the nodal officer there, and then the district level project management unit is there. And the block level or the sub-district level, there are agriculture district officer, block agriculture officers, assistant agriculture officers are there. And in each block, one facilitating agency, that is one NGO, is being engaged or is being empaneled there to do the implementation part along with the facilitation and coordination. Apart from that, in each block, one FPO or one CBO, that is the farmer producer organization or the community based organization, is being involved in the program to do the farmer to farmer coordination and facilitation. So at GP level, likewise, the agriculture overseer, the village agriculture worker, the Krusak Sathis, the community resource person are the key delivery members there, or the linkage between the farmers and the officers and the block level, and of course the district level and state level members. Next, please. So as I was telling that in 2017-18 the program started. So during that time only 30 blocks of 7 districts were included. But while progressing and as of now we have already included 177 blocks in the program itself during this Kharif 2023, and all the 30 districts are included in the program. So in the map you can see the number of blocks as per the district. So in Sundargarh district, you can see that 15 blocks are involved in the program, and some other districts 1 block, in some other districts 2 blocks. So as per the area feasibility and as per the demand among the farmers, accordingly the area has been taken up or the block has been taken up. So accordingly, we have already covered 177 blocks during this year program implementation. So in the program, already more than 120 NGOs are involved, 140 FPOs are there, and more than 1,700 WSHG groups are already involved in the program who are doing various activities on millets. Next, please. So these are the unique approach or the best practices in the program we are following. So first is the 5-year incentive support. So as we all know that when we are going for incentive support to the farmers, after 1 year of implementation, maybe that farmers are that farmer is that much convinced to do it by his own effort in the next year. But in our program, to make it more sustainable, we are providing 5-year incentive support to the farmers. So in the first year, there are various category wise, there is budget breakup, that is for SMI, that is the system of millet intensification. For that, in the first year, we are providing 10,000 to the farmers. In the next year, that is the second year, we are providing 7,500, then 5,000, and then in last 2 years, we are providing 2,000, 2,008 to the farmers. So as a whole, 26,500 rupees is being given to the farmers for cultivation of the millets for 5 years in a reduced manner. And all these incentive amount is being given to the farmers through DBT, that is the direct benefit transfer to the farmers. And apart from that, various services are being provided to the farmers through FPOs. Like one custom hiring center is to be established at the block level in each implementing block for providing the field level implements or the required implements or machineries or equipments which the farmers cannot buy it by his own. And as most of the farmers are tribal farmers, they don't have that much capital to buy it. So for that, custom hiring centers are there, so that in nominal cost we can provide the equipment to the farmers on a hiring basis, and after completion of the work they will return it back to the custom hiring center. So likewise, one community managed seed centers are also being established at the block level, where all the indigenous local varieties which varieties perform well, So that varieties can be conserved there, and they can provide as a seed to the farmers in the next season. And of course, the high yielding varieties which we are selling through the seed dealers, or we are providing through the government channel, or through the Odisha State Seed Corporation, that varieties can also be conserved and at that community managed seed center, and that can also be provided to the farmers as a seed in the next year of implementation. Beyond that, one bio-input enterprises to be established at the block level. So in our program, we don't promote any chemical pesticide application or fertilizer application. So for that, one bio-input unit should be established, where mostly the women SHG groups, they prepare it by getting trainings for preparation of it, like the Handi Khat, Jivamrut, or Bijamrut, or any types of bio-input which is required at any time of the field level implementation. They prepare it and they sell it to the farmers on a nominal cost. Beyond that, as we are discussing about the indigenous varieties, so in our case, what we do the participatory trial, varietal trial among the farmers, and whatever local land races or local seeds are available there. So accordingly, the conservation, selection, purification, and multiplication part is being done. So for that, Indian Institute of Millet Research is our partner. So who do the scientific and technological research there, and accordingly whatever good or best performing varieties are coming out of it, they do the nutritional profiling in the next year, and accordingly further multi-locational trial is required for the trial. Then we do the multi-locational trial, and accordingly whatever research trial is required for that, IMR is helping us in that regard. And whatever local suitable varieties are there, so for that, all the WSSG groups are also being capacitated to do the trial or do the farm level multiplication program on lease basis. They are taking some of the land on lease basis, and WSSG groups or FPOs are doing it, so that we can monitor and get the result effectively. Then the local level consumption, definitely as one of the important objective is to increase the household level consumption. So to increase the consumption, we need to make awareness among all the stakeholders. So for that, we are organizing field days, we are organizing school rallies, or we are organizing food testing events, we are organizing various food melas among the farmers in the block level, at village level, at GP level, so that the awareness among all the sectors of people, it can be done. Next, please. So most of the in most of the agricultural scheme, we do whatever is minimum required condition for the crop, but here we do the natural farming practices. So as we are discussing that in our program, we don't promote chemical pesticide or chemical fertilizer application. So here we do the natural farming practices. So for that, how starting from the seed up to the harvesting, whatever practices or whatever required package of practices are there. So for that, capacity building trainings and various types of trainings are being organized at village level, GP level, and block level to make the farmers more aware about the agronomic practices. And one of the important thing is to no exclusion of farmers. So in our program, no land record or any land patta is compulsory to get or to avail the incentive under the program. So any type of land is being grown by the farmers, or if any farmers is not having any land but he is taking land on lease basis and doing the cultivation practices, then also that farmers can also be included in the program. And beyond that, incentive support through civil society. So as in every block level, one NGO partner is there. So they do all the facilitation work and hand-holding support to the farmers. And of course, in all the awareness program, including all the stakeholders at block level, they are doing all the implementation part, including the community resource person, government officials, and other stakeholders at block and GP level. Beyond that, community-based organization as the implementing partner. So in each block, one FPO or one community-based organization is there who do the farmer linkage, so that to each and every farmers, how all the related things or all the related materials or all the information can be passed on to the farmers. So for that, FPOs or CBOs are working at the ground level. Next, please. So these are the best practices, as already we have discussed, regarding the household level consumption, productivity, local land races. So as I was telling, we have already released 4 local land races as variety in our state. That is the Kundra Batti, Lakshmipur Kalia, Malyavanta Mami, and Gupteswar Bharati. So all these land races are of Koraput region, and as per the locality, the nomenclature has been done. Like the Kundra is one of the place there in Koraput. Lakshmipur is also one place. Malyavanta is a hilly area in that Koraput region. And Gupteswar is also one temple and also the hilly region of that Koraput area. So accordingly, the nomenclature has been done. And of course, the post-harvest and processing facilities and value addition enterprises, this is one of the important thing in the program. So all these things are being run, or all these activities are being done through the WSHG groups and women farmers producer organization. Next, please. And next part, that is the assured market support. So as of now, we are discussing about the production part. So how we are doing the production part, or how we are increasing the household level consumption, that we are discussing. And next is the market support, how we are providing. So in our state, we are procuring ragi through MPAS, that is the Millet Procurement Automation System. So there is one software that is being handled by the SCST Development Department. Under that, one corporation is there, that is the Tribal Development Corporation. They do the monitoring and all the software related matters. So as we all know, that Government of India has declared MSP for ragi, jawar, and bajra. So as in our state, the major crop is ragi. So we are procuring ragi from the farmers. And again, that procured ragi is being distributed to the ration card holders under PDS program, and to the preschool children through ICDS program, and in other welfare programs also. So that is one of the important part here. And then we have already discussed about the custom hiring center, bio-input unit, and capacity building trainings, and collaboration with various departments and organizations. So in our state, with other stakeholder departments, we have already collaborated. Beyond that, we have collaborated with Indian Institute of Millet Research, CFTRI Mysore for different types of recipe training, and beyond that, FAO, UNWFP, and Indian Institute of Packaging, and EPEDA, and also Indian School of Business, for various types of activities to carry out under the program. Next, please. So, next. These are some of the photographs of that activities or the best practices which is already started or which is being run in the program. So this is the midday meal program, and then the ragi procurement through MPAS, and then the ragi laddu mix is being provided to the preschool children, and the enterprises development through Millet Shakti cafes, Millet Shakti on wheels, or Millet Shakti tiffin centers. So these are some of the village level or the block level enterprises development program. Next, please. These are the bio input unit support to the farmers. That is the preparation of various types of bio input for natural farming practices to be done by the farmers. And of course, the SMI method, for that they are using ropes, and in the custom hiring center we are providing the marker for it so that the space can be maintained between the plant and of course the between rows. Next. Next, please. So these are the participatory varietal trial being done by the farmers. So in that areas, you can see the number of land races they are growing. Out of that, the best possible varieties are being selected with the expert groups so that can be further sent to various organizations for nutritional profiling and other research activities. Next, please. These are some of the primary processing and value addition units being run by the WSG groups, like the pulverizing unit, threshing unit, cleaning and grading unit, and other biscuit making, bakery units, or various types of value addition enterprises. Next, please. This is the millet procurement automation system and the ragi procurement. So every year, after harvesting from the month of January to March 31st, the procurement of ragi happens, and accordingly all the farmers are taking their produced ragi to the mandis, and in the mandis all the stakeholder departments along with the agriculture departments are involved there for procurement of ragi, and accordingly TDCC oil, that is the Tribal Development Corporation, they take away all the procured ragi to their godowns, and after that all the necessary verification is being done by the FCI officials and other stakeholders, and accordingly the quality check certificate is being provided, and accordingly next in coming months it is being provided to the ration card holders through PDS system. Next, please. So these are the custom hiring centers where the field level equipments or implements are being kept, and it is being provided to the farmers on hiring basis. Next, please. So this is one evaluation done by the Navakrishna Chaudhary Center for Development Study. So as we have already completed 5 years of implementation, so whatever any changes or any modification is required for the program, or what type of activities are being run in the program, so that is one study. So it was done by the NCDS. So in 4 verticals they did it. They did the study. That is the production, consumption, processing, and marketing. So in production part, they are telling or their reports are telling that the production per hectare has been increased from 6.4 quintal to near about 15 quintals per hectare. And in consumption also, the farmers are consuming it more as compared to the years before implementation. And in processing also, previously no primary processing are there, or very less, or manually they were processing it, but now as per the availability of the processing machineries, they are doing it, and the household level machinery or processing machineries usability is also quite significant. and they are not going to any far or any distance place to do the processing. They are getting it in their nearby areas, so that they are doing it effectively. And of course, the market support, as we are having the assured market support of, that is the ragi procurement. So for that there is assured market support, but beyond that, for other non-ragi millets like the little millets, foxtail millet or kodo millets, for that also we are trying to create some markets through various channels like private players, or through EPEDA, or through various types of informal channels, so that the farmers can get a remunerative price. But before implementation, most of the producers are being sold to the middleman, or through where you get the exact price for which they are meant for. So now that problems has been sorted out. Next, please. So this is the progress regarding the procurement of ragi. So in 2018-19, the procurement of ragi started, where only 18,000 quintal was procured. But when time passes, the procurement quantity has also significantly increased. And during last year, that is in 2022-23, our target was to procure 6 lakhs quintal, but we have procured 6 lakhs 3,000 quintal. And for this year, we have a target of 8 lakhs quintal. So already the ragi procurement has been started in the field level or block level. So we are also, as of now we have already procured around 15 to 16,000 quintal during this year. So hope we can also achieve this year target also. Next, please. So these are some of the cafes or value addition unit we have already established through WSHG groups. So Millet Shakti Cafe, that is being run by the WSHG groups. So as this is the collaboration of Millet Mission and Mission Shakti department. So we have a trademark of Millet Shakti, and for that trademark we have already got the license, and all the WSHG groups are selling their products through this brand of Millet Shakti. And beyond that, in hotels and restaurants, in various local places also, we have collaborated with them, so that the millet recipes can be included in their menus. And apart from that, in Mission Shakti cafes, apart from Millet Shakti, there are Mission Shakti cafes where also the millet based items are being prepared and sold to the farmers or any other consumers who are coming to the cafes. Next, please. So these are some of the field level activities where our principal secretary has visited so many places, and one of the places is Koraput, where the middle lady you can see, she is the Raimati Ghuria. She is the custodian farmers. So she has conserved more than 150 local land races in her place, and she also do the cultivation in her field. And every year she tried to experiment with various other local land races whichever are available in that areas. So she has already got many accolades and many recognition in various forums. She has already she has represented Odisha also in G20. So she has done really a commendable work there. Next. So these are some of the unit like dehulling unit, pulverizing unit, and various cleaner grader which are being set up in the customizing center. And beyond that, women SHGs are being provided with these machineries in grant basis. So they have to have some kind of only capital investment, 10% of capital investment, but all other things are being borne by the department itself, and they are being given with the capacity building training to run the machineries and equipments. Next, please. So packaging and branding. So definitely it is one of the important thing when we are going for marketing or selling of one product. So for that, this screen is not coming. I mean the contents are not there. Yes, yes. So packaging is very important because as we know that food products are very perishable and beyond the limit duration or beyond the time duration that cannot be kept as such, and it cannot be consumed. So for that, definitely packaging and branding should be there. So in our condition, through WSSG groups, we have created these types of packaging. So these millet cookies are being sold through this baskets or these boxes, and the products are like the grains or the various dry value-added products or the rice of various millets that can be sold in the packets. Yes, as we can see the packaging of that grain. So all these are being run by the WSG groups. For that, we have already collaborated with Indian Institute of Packaging so that they can prepare one standard packaging material so that we can export the value-added products to anywhere in the state or beyond the state to any country, so that the quality of that product will be kept as such. Next. So in the products, so some nutritional requirement or whatever we are trying to deliver it to the consumer, that should be kept there so that they can get the idea that what type of nutrition is there. So for that, the nutrition information and who is preparing it and whatever FSSI mark and whatever necessary requirement is there. So it is being prepared by the designer team of our program, and accordingly SSGs are being given all the information, and accordingly they, while packaging, they kept in mind all these things and do the packaging. Next, please. So as of now, we have already established 8 cafes and 6 outlets in various locations of the state, and various types of millet food trucks. I mean, whatever, how beautifully they can design the truck. So accordingly, we have already established 5 millet trucks and Millet Shakti tiffin centers in village level, at block level. So more than 100 Millet Shakti tiffin centers has already been established. So these Mission Shakti or Millet Shakti cafes or Millet Shakti outlets or Millet Shakti tiffin centers are successfully run by the WSCG groups, and they are preparing some of the recipes by their own and some of the recipes out of the training programs in various forums, and also in collaboration with hotel management. Also they are being provided with various information and various trainings for preparation of various recipes out of various various grains of the millets. Next, please. Next, please. So this already we have discussed about the procurement and distribution. So I think no need to discuss about this. But beyond that, regarding the non-ragi millet procurement, so we are trying to have some kind of a benchmark pricing for that, so that with the help of that benchmark pricing, the farmers can sell it to any private players or any local traders there, so that they can get a remunerative price out of it. So in our program, we have already exported one consignment to Dubai. So around 975 kgs of various products like grain, rice and flour are being exported to has already been exported to Dubai during this year, and we are trying to have this kind of collaboration in near future so that we can export more and more products from our state to various other countries. Next, please. So these are some of the organizations or some of the private players with whom we have already collaborated. So for online platform of selling our millet-based products. So Milk Mantra, Amazon, Reliance Retail, Big Basket, ITC, Omfed, Flipkart, and NEML. So for that, our FPOs, that is the farmer producer organizations, are being registered in some of the programs like NEML. They have to get registered. So FPOs have already been registered there. And for online marketing, also we have collaborated with Milk Mantra, Big Basket, and Amazon, Flipkart, so that all our SHG based products or millet based products can be sold in various forums and various channels. Next, please. So these are some of the initiatives in various office premises or various organizations in our state, so that the millet, along with the millet testing events, how that can be included in their menus, so that that can be promoted in various ways, like in OTDC, that is the tourism department, in various cafes, in various directorates or various office premises, and OMFED booths, of course, and in various millet tiffin centers in various villages or blocks. Next, please. So these are some of the initiatives regarding the value addition marketing aspects of millets in our state. So these are some of the activities or best practices we are following in our program. So definitely, I hope some of the activities can be replicated in other states or any other parts of our state, so that we can definitely promote millets as a whole, and of course get the nutritional security. So this is from my part. So any type of questions coming to your mind, or anything you want to know beyond this, or any type of information you need, so you can ask me. We can have a discussion or interact among ourselves.